What's happening, Magnusites? Remember to come out and see me November 11th in Times Square, New York City for the Urban Action Showcase and Expo. More information and tickets down below. And don't forget to use the promo code Magnusite. Woo! Ninjago. What is happening, Magnusites? Just got back from checking that movie out, and I gotta tell you, it was my first time going to the movies to see a Lego movie. It was the first time. I've seen one of the Batman ones, like on Netflix or something like that before. So I said, you know what, let's go check it out. I actually saw it in 3D. And first thing off the bat, I was going to say the 3D really wasn't needed because, you know, it was one of those movies where sometimes, you know, you were sitting there taking your glasses off like, all right, where's the 3D at? You know what I mean? It wasn't, you know, any type of spectacular 3D. As far as the story goes, it's the story of Lloyd and, oh, what's his dad's name? Basically them reconnecting. Garmadon. Lord Garmadon. And, you know, we've seen the trailer. Garmadon's the bad guy trying to take over Ninjago, and Lloyd is his son trying to stop him, but he doesn't know who he is. And, you know, so we've seen that. So it's that whole story of basically them coming together again and stopping Garmadon at the same time. And I gotta say, a lot of it, as far as the movie went, it was hit and miss with me a lot. Okay, Jackie Chan's in it, by the way, and a few other stars. And I don't want to say this because in a review that I did with the great Greg Alba on The Real Rejects, check him out. I had said something about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie being for kids, and he said, "Yeah, I hate when people say that because there's a lot of, you know, kids movie or family movies that are actually really good." And I was like, "Okay, I got you." So I kind of had to rephrase what I'm saying. So, but I really feel like this was more for children. I guess you could say more for children than the family. There's a lot of jokes that I just could see a lot of kids laughing at. Okay, so that, I think, is what I'm talking about. You know how as an adult you can watch a kids program and you see the kids laughing, or even if the kids ain't around, they're just running around and you see the jokes. You know kid jokes. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of them were, but a lot of them weren't. Like, I was laughing my ass off with the banter between Lloyd and Garmadon. I mean, Garmadon was the funniest. Is that his name? I have to look him up, man. Is it Garmadon? Lord Garmadon? I think so. Anyway, he's the funniest person in the whole movie. I mean, some of the stuff that he says, some of the jokes, some of the stuff he says in passing is absolute hilarious. So I gotta say that I had a good time majority of the time throughout this movie. I didn't find myself going, you know, because that's something, when you do that, you know that it's just like, oh God, it's just gonna be treacherous going through this. But it wasn't like that. I found myself, though, losing interest. I found my mind wandering during this movie, which usually doesn't happen to me. So it didn't have my full attention. You know, sometimes I was just watching, I'm just kind of like, okay, you know. But I can't call it a bad movie, but I would call it average. I would call it average, you know. So I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 woos. I think if you take your children to see this, they're going to enjoy it much more than you will. There are some family films, which is what this is, that the whole family really enjoys. I think kids will like this more than parents. You know, like I said, there's some family movies where it's like, it's arguable. It's like, damn, like, that was a damn good movie. You know, my kids love it, but shit, I love it just as much or more. You know what I mean? So, all the voice acting was fine. You know, it was all good. It was funny. The timing was good. Like I said, it didn't hold my attention at points. You know, but it definitely was more of a children's movie, which I have no problem with at all. After all, it's Ninjago. It's a Lego movie. Who's it targeting? You know what I mean? So, post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. If you enjoyed my video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 2 million subscribers. Woo!